I just we're live. Yeah, you're gonna hear lots of people. There'll be some noise once we play it, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, you sir, you're welcome. I appreciate it. You're welcome.
Hey, good evening, folks. We're still about 15 minutes from getting started, but the house is really starting to fill up already, and I know we're going to have people coming in last second. So I'm going to ask you a favor, and I know this, you're not going to like me for this, and I apologize, but if you have an empty seat or two on either side of you, if you could kind of squish together so that we can have some spots for people that maybe are getting here at the last minute. I know the parking lot is a little bit of a zoo. I apologize for that, but completely outside of our control. Thank you for being here tonight. We'll get started in about 15 minutes.
You don't want to be in here.
Good evening and welcome to the 2023 Lebanon High School Spring Band Concert. My name is Aaron Stewart, and myself, along with Ms. Mudge, Mr. Todd, Mr. Lucas, and Mrs. Benny, are so very excited to share with you some incredible performances by our talented and dedicated students. We will also honor our class of 2023 senior band members for their hard work and dedication over the last 7 years. Before we begin, I have a few favors to ask of you to help us make this night as special as possible for our students and their families. We are striving for the most formal setting possible, so as such, please refrain from talking while our students are performing, shouting out at any time for any reason, or any other forms of loud noise making. The family immediately next to you or in front of you may be watching their son or daughter play in their last performance, and we want to make sure they are able to enjoy it to the fullest. If you need to enter or exit the auditorium for any reason, please wait until in between selections to do so. The exception to this would be if you have a small child who's become upset and needs to be taken out. Right now, please reach into your pocket or your purse and double check that your cell phone is either turned off or on silent. As I always say, I do that for two reasons. One, so you will check yours, and two, maybe more importantly, so that I will check mine. Tonight, Brian Swino of Swino Visuals is with us taking pictures. You may see him moving around the auditorium, capturing everything that's going on. Brian has taken some incredible images of the band this year, and I'm so grateful to him for being with us tonight. He asked me to inform you that if he happens to stand in your way, he promises to only be there for 1 or 2 seconds. Once we have those images, we will send out an email and post on social media with how you can get to those. This concert is also being live streamed on the Hive YouTube channel. So if you're joining us from the comfort of your home, I'd like to thank you and welcome you as well. A huge thank you to Mr. Eric Adams for making our live stream possible this evening. Speaking of pictures and video, if you've been to a concert in the last few years, you've heard my speech before, but I will give it to you one more time. From one parent to another, parents, I encourage you to take a picture, to take a video, but I also very much encourage you to put your phone down and just watch your students doing what they love to do live for at least a few minutes. That's one of the reasons why I've invited Brian and Eric here tonight, so that we can have some really great pictures and video of this, so that you can hopefully feel a little bit more free to just sit back and enjoy and watch without having to look through your phone screen. Thank you for your help and cooperation in making this performance as spectacular as possible tonight for our students. Music selections for all of our ensembles this evening can be found in your program. If you didn't get a program on the way in, they are at each entrance, and when we take an intermission just a little bit later, I'd love for you to go grab one of those. Take a couple if you'd like. We should have plenty. To begin this evening, our concert band will take us on a journey that begins with an exciting concert fanfare, continues with a beautiful arrangement of Amazing Grace, and concludes with a piece meant to remind us all of the theme song to an exciting crime drama or murder mystery. Please welcome to the stage the Lebanon High School Concert Band and their conductor, Miss Laura Mudge. As concert band and symphonic band are switching out, we would like to award some scholarships to deserving senior band members who are planning to play their instruments next year in college. I'd like to invite Matt Brown, Band Booster President, and Sandra Waterman and Terry Cromer of the Jerry Hoover Scholarship Committee to the stage to assist me in awarding these scholarships. Our first scholarship is the Jerry Hoover Scholarship. Mr. Hoover was the band director in Lebanon from 1961 to 1969 before eventually moving on to a long and distinguished career at Missouri State University. To help us award the Jerry Hoover Scholarship, please welcome Missouri State alumnus, Mr. Ben Todd.
Well, good evening, everybody. So I had the distinct pleasure of being one of Mr. Hoover's final students, for my time at Missouri State overlapped with the ending of his 60-year career. So throughout those 4 years I was at Missouri State, I worked in the band hall, and Mr. Hoover was my band director and my boss. This allowed me to develop a very personal relationship with the man who had a super legendary career. And I think what meant the most to Mr. Hoover was that all of his students be lifelong musicians, for he himself loved playing his soprano saxophone and his clarinet. In fact, hardly a day went by where Mr. Hoover didn't set aside 15 minutes to pop into his office and play some of his jazz standards on his soprano saxophone. I want to add that every single year on my birthday, he does this with the majority of his students. He gives them a call, and there is no greeting. He just starts playing happy birthday for them. So he is still playing, and I think he is almost 90 years old now. He is still kicking and having the time of his life playing his instrument. So that is what matters the most to him, is his students being lifelong musicians. So it makes perfect sense to give the Jerry Hoover Scholarship to those who are taking the first steps out of high school towards being lifelong musicians. So it is our distinct pleasure to award 2 Jerry Hoover Scholarships this year. The first going to Rainier Sodi at Southeast Missouri State University and Dallas Edson. The Jerry Hoover Committee is made up of community members here in Lebanon who played under Mr. Hoover and who still value his contributions to their lives and to music education, and we're so very thankful of their continued support of our students. Each year, the Lebanon Band Booster Organization awards scholarships to students who are continuing with their instrument at a college or university. The goal of the Lebanon Band is to prepare students to be able to continue on with music into college if they should so choose. And contributing financially to that cause has been a major part of the Booster organization for many years now. Students, if you applied for the Band Booster Scholarship, would you go ahead and make your way up here, please? Seniors, if you applied for the Band Booster Scholarship, please go ahead and come on up. There should be 7 of you. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Matt Brown, our Band Booster President, will be presenting each award winner with a certificate, which are somewhere. Be right back. Miss Benny has them. And the boosters will be contributing $750 to their college education next year. Our Band Booster Scholarship Awards for 2023 go to Hayden Burns, Lindenwood University. Austin Childers, the University of Central Missouri. Maya Elliott, Central Methodist University.
Jadzia James, Missouri State University. Jadzia James, Missouri State University. Bianca Little, University of Central Missouri. Katie Shoemate, Missouri State University. And Rainier Sodi, Southeast Missouri State University. As you'll see a little bit later, we are so incredibly proud of all of our seniors, no matter what they're going on to. But for these students to be going and performing with their instrument next year always just warms our heart just a little bit. At this time, I'm going to give Mr. Todd and Symphonic Band just a minute to warm up, and then I will introduce them and we will move on. Thank you. Tonight's Symphonic Band program finds us soaring into the clouds over the Scottish Highlands before ending up in the magical world of Miss Mary Poppins. To continue our program, please welcome the Lebanon High School Symphonic Band and their conductor, Mr. Ben Topp. At this time, we will take a 15-minute intermission to bring Wind Ensemble to the stage and allow them a minute to warm up. If you did not pick up a program, you may do so now. Feel free to move about, stretch your legs, use the restroom if you need to. We will get started at 7:50.
Hey, what's up, man? Hi, guys. Good, good. See you. How you feeling? Oh, I thought you were saying good.
How you doing, brother? It's going great. I'm going to mute our conversation for a second.
Nominations for these member ensembles can be found next to their names in the program insert detailing their participation and accolades throughout the year. We are extremely proud of all of our students, but do want to recognize those that go above and beyond in their pursuits of musical excellence. Please join me in congratulating all of our students on their many accomplishments during the academic year. Now, without further ado, please follow under the direction of Mr. Aaron Stewart.
Before we move on, I'd like to share with you the meaning behind that piece, why I chose to program it for this concert, why my sister-in-law Kelsey was joining us, and why I gave her a big hug afterwards. The composer, Randall Standridge, writes this in the program notes. I've been commissioned to write many pieces for many different reasons, and unfortunately, too many of those are memorial works, written in honor and memory of a person who has passed. Each piece of this type is a reminder to me, and I hope to the audience and performers, that time is our greatest gift and most valuable asset, and we are always spending it whether we intend to or not. When we ask someone for their hand in marriage, we are asking for and offering our most treasured possession, our time, our lives. When we choose a profession, we are agreeing to dedicate our time to this. When we lose someone, we are simultaneously grateful for the time we have had with them and grieving for that time being depleted. We never get time back, ever. Mr. Standridge goes on to say, this piece is written in memory of Nicole Crandall, a band student from Texas who lost her life shortly after graduation after battling cancer. During her battle, Nicole and her family lived by a motto that they used to navigate this difficult time: choose joy. I was very moved by this, and I feel too many people waste their time and their lives choosing hate, choosing anger, choosing misery. Do these emotions legitimately exist? Absolutely. But I can safely say for myself that there have been moments where I gave energy to them and fed them instead of shutting them down. Choose joy. I like that. Again, that was Randall Standridge, the composer of the piece. When we started rehearsing this piece, I told Wind Ensemble that I loved the general message this piece conveys, but that there was also a very personal reason that I had chosen it. This past summer, my family lost a very important person to cancer. Patty Whitaker was my mother-in-law, wife to Mark Whitaker, who is Coach Whit to many of you, mother to my wife Taylor and sister-in-law Kelsey, and Nana to Haley, Evie, and Logan. She battled cancer valiantly for 9 years, also living by the motto, choose joy, and was an inspiration to many in this community. I'd like to thank Kelsey, who is an LHS band alumnus and current band director at School of the Osage, for joining us tonight and playing a beautiful flute solo that I have no doubt her mother would have loved. Unfortunately, almost all of us in this room have been touched in some way by cancer. It is a disease that does not discriminate, afflicting men, women, young and old, almost always without warning. All of us will face difficult times, trials, and struggles in our lives, whether from illness of ourselves, illness of a loved one, or some other unforeseen difficulty. I cannot speak for you personally, but I know for myself that when those times come, there will be a part of me that remembers Nicole Crandall, who this piece was written in honor of, Patty Whitaker, and the countless other heroes who chose to live with joy through the darkest moments in their lives. That is not to say it will be easy, but as Mr. Standridge said, we have a choice which emotions to feed and encourage and which to attempt to tamp down. So if we have a choice, I encourage all of us, as often as possible, to choose joy. Our next piece is one of my personal favorites and easily one of the most beautiful pieces of music in the wind band repertoire. Please enjoy Percy Granger's masterpiece, Irish Tune from County Derry. Before we begin the senior of the evening, I'd like to say a few thank yous to some people who, without their support and help, nothing we do in the Lebanon Band program would be possible. I do have kind of a list, so please hold your applause until the end, and we will recognize them as a group. The Lebanon High School administrative team of Dr. Katie O'Quinn, Kim Hinckley, Dustin Young, Dr. Bob Matthews, and Will Christian. The administrative assistant team of Renee Alman, Stephanie Crisp, Yvonne Davis, Deidre James, Pam Smith, Starlene Simmons, and Taylor Stewart that are critical to so many things in our building. Our central office administrators, Dr. David Schmitz, Dr. Brad Armstrong, and Dr. Laura O'Quinn. I'd like to offer a special congratulations to Dr. Brad Armstrong as he will be retiring at the end of the school year. Dr. Armstrong has been a fierce advocate for our program as we have added staff over the years, made significant capital improvements, including our semi-trailer, band bleachers, and uniforms. And Dr. Armstrong, if you're listening, we wish you nothing but the best in the next chapter of your life. The Performing Arts Department at LHS, Charles Askew, Max Jackson, Sam Overton, and Sabrina Sander. Our maintenance team, led by Jeff Morgan, and the custodial staff at LHS, led by Vince O'Seal, for ensuring our facilities are in top-notch condition at all times. Our bus drivers and transportation department, led by Joe Pemberton, for transporting us safely to all of our mini band events this year. Our band booster officers, President Matt Brown, Vice President Elena Weirs, Treasurer Bronwyn Antozeski, Secretary Karen Brown, and board members Sarah Johnson, Angie Glenn, and Tony Massey. Alvin Deskins, Kristen Morgan, Keith Reether, and Nick Welch, and the rest of the crew at Morgan Music for their support. The best group of colleagues I could ever imagine coming to work with every day: Ben Todd, Laura Mudge, Tony Lucas, and Heidi Benny. Our band staff families, especially Chris, Kyle, Tori, and Taylor, for being our home support system and understanding when our jobs take us away from home, and for supporting us through another long school year. Please help me give this big group of people a round of applause for all their support of our students. Two of our band booster board members are finishing up their terms on the board at the end of the year, and I'd like to especially say thank you to them for their years of service. I believe their children have already delivered a little token of our appreciation to them. Bronwyn Antozeski has brought the boosters' finances to a level of organization I didn't even know was possible, despite her telling me quite frequently that she doesn't have her life together at all. I would disagree with that statement. Her knowledge and expertise have been instrumental in ensuring that the band booster finances are up to date, compliant with all the many necessary regulations, and set up to be stable for many years to come. Please join me in thanking our outgoing treasurer, Bronwyn Antozeski. Elena Weirs has been the force behind the football concession stand for many years now, among other jobs. As you know, that is a job that comes with countless hours and no small amount of stress. I simply cannot convey to you the amount of work Elena has put in, most of which goes unseen unless you are a frequent flyer in the concession stand. For the band staff to know that our biggest fundraiser and source of the majority of our booster income was managed and handled by someone so capable was a huge weight off of our shoulders. Please join me in thanking our outgoing Vice President, Ms. Elena Weirs. remind you that we do have a required Disney trip meeting coming up on May 16th for those students and at least one parent or guardian. We need all students and at least one parent or guardian in attendance that night so that we can go over all of our last minute things before we head out for a big week in Florida that we're very much looking forward to. We would now like to begin to honor our senior class of 2023. Each of these seniors have accomplished a great deal in their time with us, and we will honor each of them individually in just a little bit. First, however, we have some special awards to give out. Our first award is the Instrumentalist Musicianship Award. This award is presented to a senior who has distinguished themselves through their musical achievements and performance capabilities. The recipient of this award must demonstrate a high level of individual skills, but also the ability to lead an ensemble through their performance. This year's musicianship award goes to a senior who has exhibited a high level of musical excellence across multiple facets of our program, and who is planning to continue their musical education next year in college. They've been a 4-year member of Wind Ensemble, a leader for both the Marching Yellow Jackets and in their section, and have helped to mentor younger students whenever possible. The student was selected to the South Central Missouri Music Educators Association All-District Band all 4 years, competed in the Mid-Missouri Percussion Arts Trophy Competition, and has performed solos for mission festivals, consistently earning top ratings. This year, our Musicianship Award winner is performing with the Springfield Youth Symphony, along with the LHS Percussion Orchestra, and has served as a mentor to the LMS Percussion Orchestra as well. In every ensemble, solo performance, and musical opportunity, this senior has performed with an extremely high level of musical ability and sensitivity, and is highly deserving of this award. For her many contributions to the excellence of the Lebanon Band Program, we are honored to award the 2023 Musicianship Award to Miss Maya Elliott. The Instrumentalist Merit Award recognizes a student for their outstanding contributions and service to their school music program. This award is given to a student who has been involved with many aspects of our program and truly exemplifies what it means to be a dedicated band member. Our Merit Award winner this year has been a highly successful and motivated musician, a leader in many areas of the band program, a mentor to younger students, and a responsible and high-character individual at every step along the way. They have been a 4-year member of Wind Ensemble, were selected to the SCMMEA All-District Band all 4 years, and this year was selected as an alternate in the Missouri All-State Band. The student has performed solos at mission festivals, receiving top ratings, and has performed with woodwind choir and other small ensembles whenever possible. This student has also been a leader for the Marching Yellow Jackets on our color guard, where they were not only an outstanding performer, but also crucial in the development of younger students in that group, and incredibly reliable in managing logistics, equipment, and sections. For all of his many accomplishments and for the exemplary way he was represented the LHS Band Program, we are proud to award the 2023 Merit Award to Austin Childers. The Patrick Gilmore and John Philip Sousa Awards are given each year to senior band members who have accumulated the first and second most letter points over the course of their 4-year career. Letter points are awarded for going above and beyond the requirements of simply being a member of the LHS Band, through auditioning for all district and all state bands, performing solos, attending pep bands, and many other events. To accumulate the number of points these 2 students have received over their 4 years of high school takes dedication, commitment, and a high level of musical excellence. Our 2023 Patrick Gilmore Award winner has been a consistent and steady force since they entered the doors of Lebanon High School. They have been a 3-year member of Wind Ensemble, were selected to the SCMMEA All-District Band all 4 years, received All-State Honorable Mention honors twice, and this January performed with the Missouri All-State Orchestra at the Missouri Music Educators Association Conference. To receive All-State honors for multiple years is an incredible accomplishment for any band student. Our winner this year has performed with the Springfield Youth Symphony for 2 years, the LHS Brass and Horn Choirs, and has earned top ratings on solo performances at Mission festivals. This student is an extremely diligent practicer and can almost always be found in the band room both before and after school, working on her music or simply expanding her technical facilities. This dedication and work ethic has been a joy to watch, and I have no doubt will help in all of her future endeavors. It is my pleasure to award our 2023 Patrick Gilmore Award to Rainier Sodi. Given each year to the student who has accumulated the most letter points over the course of their high school career. This award has a long-standing tradition in the Lebanon Band program, and previous winners going back to 1957 are listed in your program. It is our honor this evening to add another name to this distinguished list. Our 2023 John Philip Sousa Award winner is among the most individually accomplished students our program has seen in recent years. The student has been a 4-year member of Wind Ensemble, was selected to the SC MMEA All-District Band all 4 years, was also selected as a Missouri All-State Band alternate each of their 4 years of high school. In my 15 years in Lebanon, I believe this is the only time we have had a student receive All-State recognition each of their 4 years in high school. Our winner has also competed in the Mid-Missouri Percussion Arts Trophy competition, receiving second place for their performance in 2020, as well as receiving top ratings for solo performances at Mission festivals. In addition to their individual accomplishments, our winner has been a leader for the Marching Yellow Jackets, has performed with the LHS Percussion Orchestra, and has been a constant fixture behind the drum set at basketball pep band games and in jazz bands. His skills and leadership have required a great deal of individual accountability and time commitment, and I'm very appreciative of his efforts to ensure the success of our ensembles. For his many and varied accomplishments and contributions to the Lebanon Band program, it is my honor to present the 2023 John Philip Sousa Award to Case Warson. The performances you have heard tonight are the result of many, many hours of hard work, preparation, practice, and incredible ability. However, spoiler alert, they haven't been perfect. I know, surprise, right? Parents, I guarantee you that if you ask your student, they will be able to give you at least one example of a passage they could have played better, a note they missed, a rhythm that didn't go quite the way it should have, or something similar. And if they can't tell you, come find me and I'll let you know. This is because music happens live, in the moments, and there are countless variables that have to come together to create a perfect performance. I say perfect in quotations because, as you guys know, there is no such thing as a perfect performance. Even professionals who get paid quite well to play their instruments make mistakes and are always striving each and every day to get just a little bit better. Seniors, my hope for you is that you realize that everything your band directors have taught you over the last 7 years has made you into the musician you are today. But it has also been intended to help make you into the person you are today. Some of you are going to continue to play your instrument after this year. A few are hoping to make music their career, but the vast majority of you are going to be doing something with your life that does not involve your instrument. And here's a little secret, seniors. Just like our performances tonight, no matter how much time, effort, hard work, and diligence you put into your life, it is not always going to turn out perfectly or exactly how you planned it. But here's the best part. You are equipped to deal with that. Since you were in 6th grade, you have been practicing how to analyze problems and solve them, how to work carefully and systematically to reach a goal, how to identify mistakes and make improvements. You've been practicing goal setting, dealing with failure, how to develop a strong work ethic, individual responsibility, following a schedule, being early so that you are actually on time, and how to encourage, that's an important one, and how to encourage a group to work towards a common goal, and what is possible when all that comes together to create something that is beautiful. Seniors, you will face obstacles in your lives, but you are equipped to handle them. And I firmly believe that, first and foremost, because I have watched you do it over and over again. Now, I want to be clear. Band is not the reason I believe that statement. The students are the reason. Parents, you have raised some incredible young men and women, and it is our honor and privilege to get to work with them each and every day. I have no doubt that they would have turned out to be incredible people even if they had chosen a different path than to be a part of this band program. However, I also believe that being a musician and all that it requires gives them tools and skills that will benefit them each and every day of their lives, as long as they choose to put them to use. Seniors, it's been my great joy to be your band director, and I know that the rest of your directors feel the same. We're proud of you, we love you, and we wish you nothing but the best. As you move into the next chapter of your lives, may you always remember your time with us fondly. Don't be a pow-pow fish. Push to the end of the phrase in everything you do. Have pride and fire in your eyes like you just marched the best show of your life. And maybe eat a snack cake or two every once in a while. At this time, we would like to recognize and honor the entire senior class of 2023. Concert band and symphonic band seniors, if you will kind of start making our way back this way, please. As their names are called, they will come up to the podium and receive a rose from the band staff. Above the stage will be some of the cutest baby pictures you've ever seen. A couple of terrifying ones as well. Along with a senior picture of each senior. Parents, as your senior and your names are called, if you would stand to be recognized along with them, and then you can take your seat as the next name is called. Our first senior, Owen Antozeski, son of TJ and Bronwyn Antozeski. Sammy Brayman, daughter of Jacqueline and Bobby Watson and Michael Brayman, granddaughter of Jane Lewis and Lisa Brayman. Kendall Brown, daughter of Nicole and Chris Walters and Jeremiah and Laura Brown. Hayden Burns, child of Connie and Jesse Hecky. Austin Childers, son of Mary and Kevin Terry and Chris and Wendy Childers. Caitlin Darst, daughter of Randy and Melissa Darst. Emily Judith Duenas Gonzalez, daughter of Oscar Duenas and Mara Veronica Gonzalez. Dallas Edson, son of Marianne and Toby Edson. Maya Elliott, daughter of Chris and Alexandra Elliott. Brady Brady Hagston, son of Jody and Mike Evans and Matthew and Nikki Hagston. It's like a game up here. Where are the seniors going to pop out? Keeping us on our toes. Brooke Harrell, daughter of Carrie and Jana Harrell. They've all always wanted to do that. They just want to do it. Karen Jacob, daughter of Penny and Tony Jacob. Jadzia James, daughter of Ryan James and Carissa Long. Richard Kearns, son of Sharon Kearns. Reese Clemene, son of Mark and Nicole Clemene. Hannah Lane, daughter of Jeffrey and Pamela Smith, Justin and Nicole Lane, and Melinda and Brian Grantham. There's got to be a story behind that one. Clearly they did let her out, though, eventually. Trenton Lee, son of Jeremy and Carissa Lee. Brandy Leifer, daughter of Blaine and Jody Leifer. Bianca Little, daughter of Laura and Patrick Little. Moving on. Emily Moe, daughter of Andrea Tresh and Colby Moe. All right, we're running out of room. You're going to have to get cozy over there. Act like you like each other. Marissa Morgan, daughter of John Morgan and Joyce Morgan, granddaughter of Leo and Jan Morgan. Caden Morris, son of Becky and Paul Porter and Jamie Morris. Cross Pizzetti, son of Chris Pizzetti and Tim Pizzetti. Reese Rhodes, daughter of Bridget and Kelly Rhodes. We need a bigger stage. Sydney Richardson, daughter of Doug and Dawn Richardson. Dylan Ross, son of Jacob and Melinda Ross. I want to know how Dylan pulled off being that age in like 1943. It's impressive. Kenton Rubel, son of Alan and Christina Rubel. Katie Shoemate, daughter of Derek and Deborah Shoemate. Tori Smith, daughter of Jenny Smith. Rainier Sodi, daughter of John and Coral Sodi. Reagan Tucker, daughter of Tim and Kristen Tucker. See, what did I tell you? Ingenuity, problem solving, they're incredible. Christopher Wadley, son of Robert and Christina Wadley. And finally, Case Warson, son of Nathan and Carrie Warson. Ladies and gentlemen, your senior class of 2023. It's at this point that I usually try to move on and generally get interrupted. Am I getting interrupted? It appears that I'm getting interrupted.
Hey everybody. So we have a simple gift for the directors, and during marching seasons we read Pow Pow Fish, and actually Mr. Stewart mentioned Pow Pow Fish earlier. And Pow Pow Fish, oh yeah, all directors get out here, get out here. So yeah, Pow Pow Fish is about finding all positive things in a struggle, and our favorite tradition is reading this book. So we decided to make our own Pow Pow Fish for the directors. Are they handing it out? Okay. Do I read?
We would like to thank our directors for being some of the people who helped us run who we are. So some of our favorite memories we have made while being band range from Mr. Todd running a 40-yard dash and face planting a couple of times to filling boxes of music with poker chips. It was pretty fun. Plus many more. But since we're going to keep it short, this is where we're going to leave it. Thank you. Please give a round of applause to our band directors. Okay, we're long in 2 seconds. Anyway, we actually have another gift. It's not here yet. We're writing our own version of the Pow Pow Fish book that has like ideas and topics from our 4 years in high school with the band staff. And so you might see it on Facebook. Put it on Facebook. Mr. Todd! Okay.
fish. It's honestly really cool. They signed it too. Are these your fingerprints? Oh. What? Look on the back. Yeah, names. Okay. At this time, I want to bring out just a few guests that are joining us for our final piece here, and then I'm going to give Wind Ensemble just a minute to play. It's kind of been an off and on tradition to have those that have taught private lessons and those that are just friends of the bands to come and join us on our final piece. So I'm going to let them play for just a minute, and then Mr. Todd will introduce our final piece.
Well, with today being May the 4th, there's truly only one way we could have closed this concert. So please welcome back to the stage our Padawan learners of the Lebanon High School Wind Ensemble and their Jedi Master, Mr. Stewart.
How about one more big round of applause for our concert band and symphonic band students as well. I tell the students all the time that this is the exclamation point on our year. So thank you for being with us tonight. Ice cream for everybody. Drive safe, God bless, and we will see you soon. All percussionists, Mr. Lucas needs you, please. All percussionists, Mr. Lucas needs to see you.